Today we're going to take a closer look at the puddle puzzle, our drama for the week. And if you have your My Book, you can go ahead and get it out of the brown bag that was given to you, and you can turn to page 215 so you can follow along. So go ahead and pause your video and get your My Book and a pencil to write with. Okay. Now that we have our My Book, you can follow along with me. We are on page 215 and we are taking a look at the puddle puzzle and finding elements of drama. Now let's take a look at page 216 and 217. We are going to reread it. Cast of characters: Taylor, Brandon, Carlos, Adriana. Setting: a neighborhood on a sunny spring day. Scene 1. Taylor: I am so excited. The Miller Detective Agency is open for business. Brandon: I am excited too. Taylor: Now we just have to wait for our first customer. Carlos: Is that the detective agency? Taylor: Come over, we're open. Now that we've reread it, we're going to take a closer look and find elements of our drama. Remember, dramas are plays that are read and performed. So let's find some elements that make this a drama. What do you think the purpose is for having casts of characters in a setting? So those are two elements of a drama: cast of characters and setting. So why is that important to have? Go ahead and answer. Maybe you said the cast of characters lists the names of all the characters in the play, and the setting tells where and when the play takes place. Now, what is the purpose of dialogue? Remember, the dialogue is what the characters or the cast is saying to each other. If we look over at scene 1, we see the names, which are in different colors: Taylor, Brandon, Carlos. And they have words after. That means they are speaking them out loud. And that is our dialogue. So what is the purpose of dialogue? Go ahead and answer. Good. The purpose of the dialogue, it shows the words the characters are saying. Now suppose you were playing the character of Taylor. How would you know what dialogue to say? So if you were Taylor, how would you know what to say? Well, each character's name is written in a certain color and in capital letters before the dialogue that he or she says. So Taylor in green is in green, and then you read the dialogue that comes after that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at page 220 and 221, and let's reread it. We have scene 2. Taylor: This is where your puddle was located? Carlos: Yes, it was right here. Taylor, taking out her notebook and writing, one puddle missing. She looks around. Maybe somebody stole it. Was anyone around here? Carlos: Nobody. Taylor: Maybe it is hiding. I will look behind this bush. Nope, it is not here. Brandon, eagerly: I know what happened. Taylor: Shh, Brandon. Brandon: But I know what happened. Taylor: Now I'm looking for footprints. Adriana: Maybe we should let Brandon talk. Now that we've reread it, we're going to look for our elements of drama. Now I underline the scene because we had a change in setting, so that means it's a new scene, and you need to underline it. Now we have our cast and we have our dialogue, but there's something different here than these other lines. There's parentheses. These are called parentheses, and they're half circles that capture or close in the action that the character or actor is doing in a play. So this, if you were Taylor, you would not say taking out her notebook and writing. You would do it. So this is stage directions. Underline that and write stage directions. Now those are stage directions. Which characters are described with stage directions? So which characters, what cast do you see that has parentheses? Underline all the parentheses that you see on page 220 and 221. Good job. It is Taylor and Brandon. Now what do you learn about them from the stage directions? So if we see Taylor, it says that she's taking out her notebook and writing. She also looks around. So what does that tell you about Taylor? Go ahead and answer. Well, that tells us that Taylor is a careful detective. She takes notes and she looks for clues. But what about Brandon? We see that he says, I know what happened, eagerly. So that means he said it excitedly and really wanted to share something. So what does that tell us about Brandon? Go ahead and share. Good job. So Brandon speaks eagerly. That means he really wants you to know something. So that is our elements of a drama. Go ahead and use this video to help you answer the questions below. And I hope you followed along in your own book so you can use your book to help you as well.